Rush route. Oh! 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 Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
A crashing into a police pursuit in South LA. The driver swerves to miss one car and ends up crashing into a row of cars, seriously injuring several people.
CBS 2's Stu Mandel is live near Huntington Park in Sky 2, where this pursuit came to a violent end. Stu?
That's right. This is the intersection of Randolph and Alameda. This is what it looks like right now, but it was a pursuit. We have tape from earlier on when this vehicle was going 80 miles an hour on surface streets. The original one, he ran a red light, and he kept running those red lights. California Highway Patrol kept following him, and this chase came to an end out here with a violent crash that we just saw at the intersection of Randolph and Alameda. He swerved to avoid a car when he was running a red light, and it hit a bunch of parked cars. After that, it turned into more of a standoff type of situation. California Highway Patrol tending to all those injured civilians, getting them out of the way. In the end, they actually shot the windows out of that vehicle using less than lethal beanbags to break those windows. That suspect climbing out on his own, then going into custody. But he was injured. An ambulance actually had to take him to a local hospital. Right now, the intersection still closed. California Highway Patrol doing their investigation out here. Some other folks have been injured. Civilians that were injured in this pursuit, and of course that suspect in custody now as well. Live in Sky 2 over the Huntington Park area. I'm Stu Mandel. Back to you two in the studio.
Okay, Stu, thank you so much. Now to our other top story tonight. Round 2 moving in right now. Southern California bracing for heavy rain and wind. We're tracking the storm tonight.
That's right. In Ventura, the rain is coming down tonight, and a flash flood watch has been issued for parts of Ventura County. Garth Kemp is here now tracking the dangerous conditions as they come along. Garth?
Yeah, Jeff, Susie, boy, it is getting ready to start ramping up. The winds beginning to pick up for us. Good evening, everybody. Let me take you around, show you what's happening. Heavy rain up to the north, just starting to move out of Monterey Peninsula down to the south. You can see it there. We're just getting light showers right now, but this is the precursor of what is yet to come up towards Ventura County. A little heavier rain. This is still under 1/4 of an inch an hour right now, but we are starting to build. It is starting to spread itself throughout the area right now. You can see it even out towards Rancho Cucamonga. Some hitting the ground, most of it not, but there is quite a bit. You can see in those darker green areas that now making it down towards the surface, and you can follow the flow of this. This is all coming in off the Pacific with a strong jet, which is going to give us lift and bring quite a bit of rain throughout the area. So how much are we going to get? How long is it going to last? We'll tell you all about that and show you all the watches and the warnings all coming up about 14 or 15 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. We'll update you on it. Back to you guys.
It's just about that time. After 2 weeks of build-up, Super Sunday is now within sight.
That's right. As the teams continue to get ready, fans continue to stream into Atlanta. And our own Pat Harvey, Jeff Michael are joining Jim Hill in Atlanta to anchor our Super Bowl coverage. Hi there.
Hi there, Susie and Jeff. Yes, you know, over 100,000 people made their way to Atlanta today.
And that set a record for Hartsfield, which
Absolutely.
is really saying something.
It really is. You know, just playing off of Garth and the weather, we know you're having a lot of rain back home. It's been a little cool here, but much warmer than it has been in days past. So I think we're getting the better end of it. As it gets closer to Super Bowl, it's getting warmer and warmer, okay?
It is.
That's pretty good. Well, let us tell you about some things that happened today. The Patriots fans took over Atlanta Centennial Park tonight, and they held a rally at Olympic Centennial Park. But Rams fans get their rally tomorrow afternoon, and of course, we will be there for that.
That's right. Now, we know that LA, of course, is betting on the Rams, but which team is Vegas betting on? Well, casinos are expecting a big weekend with people looking to place that perfect bet. And for the first time, Nevada has some competition when it comes to betting on the game. Casinos in 7 other states are accepting wagers on the Super Bowl.
Well, okay, so right now it looks like the Patriots are up. However,
2.5.
Jim Hill has been watching the Rams practice, and you like what you see.
Oh, I like what I see, and I think everybody at home is going to like what they see because everything that can be done has been done as far as the Rams are concerned. This afternoon, they held their final practice session before going through a walkout tomorrow at the stadium. And at the stadium tomorrow, it will be more of a ceremonial kind of thing where they will take pictures with the family and friends and have a lot of fun. But earlier today, I talked with Ram owner Stan Kroenke. Now, Mr. Kroenke is really proud of course, how the Rams have played this year. We all know that. But he's even more proud of the way the city of Los Angeles has adopted his team.
It's a wonderful part of this. You know, you get to a position like you are now playing in the final game, which we all that's our quest. We want to play in these big games and have a chance. And the really nice thing is the way the community in the city has treated the team, treated me, treated our organization, and it's been really a wonderful, gratifying experience, really.
What about that send-off that you got at the stadium that you're building right now before coming here to the Super Bowl? That was incredible.
Yeah, it was really the first time we were able to hold an event like that, actually in the shadow of the stadium, if you will, because the stadium now is growing growing rapidly, and so we're in those stages where you can see it coming together.
Now all that's left is to bring back the Lombardi Trophy.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Well, I think, these games are about who plays the best, and so, I think if our team plays its best, we'll take that result. I have a feeling, and that was sort of I mentioned John Wooden. That was sort of his view. You play your best, and then the score will take care of itself. So let's just see if we can play our best, because that's what we're here to do.
Super Bowl 53 right here on CBS 2 on Sunday, 2:30 Los Angeles, 3:30 I should say, Los Angeles time. And when you talk to Mr. Kroenke, if you look at him really close in his eyes, I think he knows something that maybe the rest of us don't.
And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing,
But
yes.
we're all rooting for that.
Yes.
Absolutely. I know it's closed here in the NFL experience, but you see the lights are still moving around. It is really lit up outside. The game is being played here in Atlanta, but you know what? Even back home where all of you are, Los Angeles is lit up in a sea of blue as well.
Look at that.
And it's been done for the Rams.
That's right. From the Wilshire Grand to Beverly Hills City Hall. Look at that blue and gold. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at City Hall there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
All those buildings, and in between are just aglow in our Rams colors of blue and gold. And you know something else here? More than 600,000 people are rediscovering a music video. A music video. I think about the Chicago Bears. Remember the refrigerator?
I, of course, remember that.
Another one's Bites the Dust. We have our own. It's a music video that was made in the 1980s. Take a look. Remember this? The song Let's Ram It was shot in the Anaheim Stadium, and a former Rams cheerleader choreographed it in just one day.
We were here from 7 in the morning till after midnight, and the girls already knew the choreography, so it was easy just to put it all together to fit the space, the music, but it was the guys. And there's only one step touch in it, and that was funny.
So Keiko says she'll never forget how hard our own Jim Hill's brother, David Hill, worked on his move.
He still needs to work on it.
Oh, Jim!
He embarrassed us all. No rhythm whatsoever. Look at that. Look at Dickerson. Look at Nolan Cromwell.
Oh, my goodness. That is so funny. I think they're doing a great job. Well, Jim,
if you close your eyes.
Look. Your brother's going to have some words for you.
Is that your brother walking down the stairs there? There's that?
Stumbling down the stairs.
What number is he, Jim?
81.
81.
Yeah.
There he is.
Look.
David Hill. Looking like his brother, Jim.
No. I can dance. He can't even walk.
See there? You just can't do everything. Dance, sing.
No, he can't.
No, he can't.
No, he can't.
Our humble Jim Hill here. Well, folks, it's all counting down, of course, to Super Bowl 53. It is Sunday at 3:30 p.m. and the only place that you can watch the game live is right here on CBS 2.
That's right, and after the game, it'll be you, me, and Jim, and we'll have complete post-game coverage as well.
That's right. We've got it all here, all on CBS 2. All right, hey Jim. Right now, let's send it back to Jeff and Susie in Studio City.
Yeah, we don't care
without my brother.
Yeah, we don't care how bad they dance as long as they're doing it in the end zone.
I think if the Rams win, Jim, maybe you should promise us, just a suggestion, maybe just a little dance. I don't know. Might be kind of cool.
Jim,
Susie loves you to
Jim,
dance.
do you hear
Susie
that?
loves everybody to dance. Don't you,
wants you
Susie?
to dance.
Deal.
There you go.
Deal with that.
taking you
And
on.
you'll be dancing
All right.
too.
Right here.
Y'all heard it. Okay, you heard it first right here on CBS 2. All right, thank you so much, and good night to you guys. I know it's so late over there, so hope you get some good rest too. Thank you. We'll see you soon. And now to a developing story, a travel nightmare tonight at LAX for people aboard a flight to Maui. Mechanical trouble forced a Hawaiian Airlines jet to return to the gate. Get this, 3 times. Now, as you can imagine, passengers were furious and police were called to greet the jet when it got back to the gate. Now, in the air, one passenger shot this video of fuel shooting out of the plane's wing. The Airbus then had to return to LAX for the 3rd time, as we mentioned. And that was enough for the airline, which finally canceled the flight. Most passengers we spoke with were disappointed, but glad they were not hurt.
I was really anxious just because I was really nervous. It was making a lot of weird sounds, and the captain, they weren't really giving us a lot of information. A lot of us are missing our hotels in Maui right now and connecting flights. A lot of people are really upset. One lady got kicked off because she was upset. She was like throwing a fit and they kicked her off.
Well, Hawaiian Airlines is now giving refunds to all the passengers and putting them up in hotels tonight. They will be back on new flights in the morning. Returning now to our other top story, voluntary evacuations in the Holy Fire burn areas in Riverside County. Evacuations are mandatory, though, in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties.
Yeah, CBS News' Jeff Nguyen is live in San Buenaventura State Beach with that situation there tonight. Jeff?
Jeff and Susie, the rain has been falling on and off throughout the night, which is why you see those RVs behind us. They had to evacuate earlier from a park that's at risk of flooding in the hours ahead. Tonight, rain fell on Ventura after heavy equipment was moved to higher ground at Ventura Beach RV Resort, where guests like Randall and Vicky Pridemore were told to get out.
They just said that they were evacuating and that we had to leave.
That's because the RV park has the potential to flood. The rain in the forecast could cause the rivers and streams in the area to overflow.
We had just arrived. So we had arrived the day before, got all set up, everything, and then they came and said, tear it down and get out.
Earlier in Malibu, crews worked to clear away debris from the recent Woolsey fire, while neighbors helped neighbors to fill sandbags. In the fire-scarred hills, homes were dotted with them.
And I didn't want to have my house survive a fire and then get invaded with mud.
Back in Ventura, the Pridemores, along with other RVers, are going to ride out the storm at San Buenaventura State Beach, where the couple hopes to continue with their unofficial holiday weekend plans.
To be at the beach for Super Bowl, to watch the Super Bowl at the beach, the LA Rams.
An evacuation center has been set up in Ojai at Nordhoff High School. For now, we're live in Ventura. Jeff Nguyen, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Jeff, thank you so much. And returning now to our breaking news, a police pursuit that ended in a violent crash.
Carmela Aragawi is live near the scene in Huntington Park, that is, with the very latest. Carmela?
This is a really incredible scene. We not only have the suspect's vehicle right behind me, but there's also several other cars with extreme damage, presumably from crashes related to the pursuit. We were told at least one person was taken to a local hospital, but judging by the way these cars look, we wouldn't be surprised if there were others that were also taken to the hospital. We've got some video of the pursuit for you. It started around 9:52 with the driver running a red light. Police tried to pull him over for that, and he just took off. It went on for a while, seemed to go smoothly for most of that time, but at some point CHP lost sight of him, canceled the pursuit, but then it was on again. We also have some video of him crashing. It got really dangerous when the driver swerved to avoid one of the vehicles, and then he ended up crashing. He sideswiped several vehicles, caused several other crashes, and then we've got some video after the pursuit. Once the vehicle crashed, he was in the car for several minutes as police surrounded him. He looked like he was trying to get out. It was unclear what he was trying to do at some point, but he tried to get out the driver's side door. It didn't look like that was opening, and so he got out of the back and eventually put his hands up and surrendered, and the pursuit was over at that point. Back live out here now, it is a mess out here. There are firefighters, there are several police officers, and a lot of vehicles that are very damaged that they'll need to clean up. Reporting live from Huntington Park.
All right, looks like we're having some audio issues with Hermela, but she was live there at Huntington Park at the end of a pursuit.
Let's go down to Garth Kemp, who's standing by with a look at the forecast for this Super Bowl Sunday weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy kind of weekend, a crazy several days for us. Good evening, everybody. 58 degrees right now downtown. Let's get to the watches and the warnings. There are so many to see. First of all, we're going to start with the flash flood watches. Those are in green areas all over Southern California, basically the entire area from the east down to the south, all the way over to the coast, up into Ventura County. The hot pinks you're seeing, those are winter storm warnings. These are all in effect basically through the weekend. And we have high wind warnings. That is a major problem for the LA Ventura County mountains, picking them up out towards up towards Santa Barbara, parts of Ventura County. Also, all high desert areas. We're looking for winds, and this, by the way, includes Santa Clarita, Santa Monica mountain range. We can see wind gusts up to 60, 65, 70 miles an hour. So that's going to wreak some havoc. Once we start bringing the rain down, the snow flies, trees could go falling as well. There's Doppler radar still just picking up a preamble of what is yet to come from Agoura Hills, LA out towards El Monte, up towards Santa Clarita. Light rain right now, getting a little more rain hitting the ground down to our friends in La Habra, moving in towards Chino, Rancho Cucamonga. A little bit of snow starting to fly already, but this is just small stuff before we get to the business at hand. And here it is as we make our way through the overnight period tonight. Remember, flash flood watch is up for all the burn areas. We're looking anywhere between 1 to 3 inches of rain. That's on the basin side of things, the low-lying side. You get to these foothills and isolated areas, you can see anywhere between 4, 6, 7 inches of rain as we get a long, strong jet blowing on shore. That'll give us the lift that you need to really wreak some havoc. So the overnight period through tomorrow, you can see these reds, thunderstorm activity possible moving through the area. Malibu over by the burn areas, the Woolsey Fire burn areas there, out towards the 210, continuing to move through in the morning hours. We're just getting underway with this thing as it continues to press through the whole afternoon. By about 3 in the afternoon, heavy rain off to the east. Now you know why they're doing evacuations voluntary down by the Holy Fire as well. This stuff is just going to continue to cook through the day tomorrow till about 7 o'clock before we get a little bit of a respite in Saturday evening, but the damage will be done. Snow levels start at 7,000. As the front wipes through, it'll start to come down to around 4,000. We could see 2 feet of snow at resort levels. Great news for the local resorts. Carry change or just wait it out and maybe not drive. By Sunday morning, Super Bowl Sunday, you can see we're going to get a little more wet than we thought we were yesterday. So it looks like the day on Super Bowl Sunday is going to be a shot of showers anywhere all day long. Get to where you're going, drive safe, don't drink and drive, hang out. You should be good. After all, it'll be good football watching weather. If you had barbecues planned for outside, maybe not so good. You'll have to do it under some cover. And you can see we just stay in this pattern as we continue to move our way through. Quickly, I want to show you the winds, though. Look at this action all the way through tomorrow. Look at the flow coming in out of the south-southwest. That's the jet really starting to accelerate. That's what's going to really crank out some rain for us, give us dangerous winds, and, of course, cause all kinds of problems. Hopefully, things will be okay with trees coming down once we start to loosen up the soil a little bit. Please make sure your gates are secure. Please make sure your animals are inside. This is going to be pretty dicey for us, at least. That's quite a bit of rain in a short period of time. Beach is 60 tomorrow. The valley's coming in at 62, downtown 61. Then you could see a little mixed bag on Sunday, and then more rain coming away Monday and Tuesday. The rain we get between Sunday and Tuesday, between 1/2 and 2 inches of rain. But tomorrow will be the apex of this stuff. And once again, if you are in a burn area starting tonight and you're even under voluntary evacuation or you've already been told to get out, grab your animals, just go. It's better just to go someplace, wait it out, because I promise you, you do not want a wall of mud coming down to you. I'm not kidding you. It's a serious thing. Please, everybody, be vigilant and be careful. We'll keep you updated here at your severe weather station. Right. Back to you guys. Have a good evening.
You too, Garth. Thank you so much. And with all this rain coming, now is a good time to download our CBS 2 weather app so you can get up-to-the-minute forecasts. The app is free to download on both Apple and Android devices.
Even more information at cbsla.com/weather. On-demand weather briefs, updated videos from our weather people here at CBS 2 all day long.
It has been over 2 months now since you helped us raise over $2 million to help those affected by the Woolsey and Hill fires.
And tonight, too, on your side is getting a closer look at where the fire fund donations are going. Last week, United Way distributed $1 million raised during the telethon to 11 nonprofits around the region, among them the Institute of Popular Education of Southern California.
Now, it helps local immigrant workers, and many of them are day laborers who were left jobless because the homes where they used to work at now are nothing but rubble.
Before the fires, we did good, and we were, like, making enough money to survive. pay roof, bills, and all that. Now it's kind of slow, very slow.
Now, the next part of the process is allocating money for more long-term recovery, like mental health services, helping people rebuild, and finding new work.
Well, hired to clean up and organize those homes. Instead, she allegedly cleaned them out. Now, what detectives say this Orange County woman did to land herself behind bars.
And if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out our new podcast, Flawed Justice, the Kimberly Long Story. Our Randy Page spent months looking into the murder case that sent the Corona mom to prison, but is she innocent? You're going to find it on podcasting apps like Apple Podcasts and on flawedjustice.com.